Alright guys, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, please like and subscribe. Today we're going to be talking about the best way to germinate chili seeds. So some people recommend soaking them in tea for a couple of hours before doing this process, but whatever works for you. So first off, you're going to need some seeds. I cut these out of some leftover chilies, dried them on a windowsill for about 3 days, and then they were good to go. You're going to want a sandwich bag or a plastic bag. And I've just got a spray bottle here to wet them with. Worst case, you could just wet them under the tap on a plate and just wring it out a little bit so it's not too wet. So we're going to put down our paper towel. Oh yeah, you need paper towel as well. Any kind will do, even tissue paper could do. Just going to place the sandwich bag underneath so we don't get too much water all over the table. Then you want to moisten up the towel. You don't want it wringing wet. If you get it too wet, it's alright, you can just wring it out. So we'll give this a few squirts, get it all nice and wet, but like I said, not too wet. Then you want to grab your seeds, and these ones we've got here are bird's eye chili, I believe. Take a pinchful, sprinkle them out. If they're too close together, just move them about. And you only want to put them on one half of the paper towel. It's important to remember. As you can see, they just spread out, so there's no clumps of seed, otherwise you could get some dramas once the taproot comes out. Give that a little bit more water just to make sure. And you want to fold it in half again, and tuck it into the bag. Now it's important that you put it somewhere that's not in direct sunlight, that's warm. Where I live is quite warm this time of year, so we're going to just whack it in the office on one of the cupboards, but you can put it on top of the fridge or on top of your hot water system. You want to leave a bit of a gap for air so that you don't go creating mold, and always make sure you write the date and the type of seeds that you're planting. Now we've waited for 2 days, and the ones that we've got here are the Carolina Reaper pepper, the hottest in the world. So let's have a look at after 2 days and see where we're at. You want to very gently unfold this so you don't rip it. As you can see, we've got a couple. They haven't all germinated, but after 2 days, I'm pretty impressed with that. You can see a few more there. We'll plant what we can here and give the ones that haven't done anything a few more days. But be sure to check it every day and make sure that the paper towel is still moist. So here I've just got some normal potting mix. I'm going to put a very, not overly deep hole there, probably about 1/4 inch. Gently just place that seed in there with that nice big taproot. We're going to cover that one up. Push down a little bit, not too firm. And then give it some water. Now, a lot of people ask about, does it matter what type of soil you use? I don't believe at this stage it does, as seedlings, as far as nutrients, they only need water and warmth to germinate. So you could just use, any potting mix, or you could make your own even just with 70% natural compost and 30% sharp or fine sand. We're going to have a look at some cayenne peppers that we planted around the same time. Just be very careful when you're trying to open this. The last thing you want to do is rip it and make a mess or even damage the seeds. And as you can see, we've got quite a few more here. This is possible because different varieties are going to germinate at a different rate. So we'll go ahead and plant all these out and then have a look back in a few days. So here we are at the greenhouse, at the shade house, sorry. And as you can see, this is about 4 or 5 days after. Everything seems to be up. A couple of them are laid down from overwatering. But yeah, that's definitely the quickest way that we've found and the best way to germinate seeds. So be sure to like, follow, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.